This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, December 11th. I'm James Spann. A warming trend begins tomorrow. No rain this weekend, but next week some weather changes. Let's take a look. We'll check the Skycam shots. These were actually captured this morning as the sun was coming up. That's view coming from Birmingham. No clouds there, a cloudless sky. Same sky coming from Fultondale, north of Birmingham in Jefferson County. And up in the Tennessee Valley, nothing but severe clear today, that cobalt blue sky. Very active pattern across the nation. Got the big upper low over New England and a Pacific storm slamming the western states. There's a different wavelength of the water vapor satellite view. Very chaotic, which is fairly typical for December. Also an active southern stream across the Gulf of Mexico. But Alabama just in between all of that. And we're in great shape today, but a bit chilly. The average high today is 57. Birmingham at 50 at mid-afternoon. Only 40s up north. 45 for Cullman, Decatur, and Fort Payne. We'll see a freeze tonight. Most spots around 30. Colder pockets will see 20s, but a warming trend begins tomorrow afternoon. Around the nation, I'd say temperatures are not too bad. Nice little tongue of milder air coming up over the western high plains, and we'll expect low 60s in here by the weekend. That'll feel pretty good. Most of the really active weather is out west with high wind warnings, flash flood watches and warnings, heavy snow warnings for the mountains, including some parts of the Sierra Nevadas with a blizzard warning. That's a San Francisco radar at mid-afternoon. Just soaking rains are falling out there. They've had some flash flooding earlier today and power outages related to the wind. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days. Needless to say, the bigger amounts are over California, but we note that 2-inch bullseye over northeast Texas. That's with a wave that will affect Alabama early next week. But really, by the time it gets here, rain amounts not all that heavy. We figure most locations getting under 1/2 inch, and the bulk of that will be Monday night. All right, model fans, here we go. The GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid at noon tomorrow at 500 millibars. Upper low over Maine. Got the trough in the west coast. Down below that, we're in great shape. Again, we start the day around 30. Colder pockets go in the 20s. But with a sunny sky, the high should be in the mid to upper 50s tomorrow. And that's average for December 12th. Saturday, beautiful day. We start the day in the mid-30s. The high will be in the low 60s with a sunny sky. And Sunday, low to mid-60s are likely as the sky stays sunny. So the afternoons this weekend should be very comfortable. We note the system west of the state. This is Monday, and you can see shortwave energy over Missouri and Arkansas. There is a broad surface low underneath that around Kansas City. A batch of showers at midday Monday down through Memphis to Lake Charles and Houston, Galveston. That will likely creep in here late Monday afternoon. And this is Monday night at midnight. You can see just not much to this based on at least the GFS. And again, the last system overperformed, so we'll see if this one can do the same. But the moisture looks pretty limited with the lower precipitable water value, so we figure rain amount should be under 1/2 inch. No severe weather, probably not much thunder. And then by Tuesday, the wave is on to the east. The sky becomes partly sunny. And there's no cold air involved in this. We figure Monday will be in the mid-60s, the high Tuesday around 60. And this is Wednesday. We're dry, lots of sun. And again, the high should be around 60. That's about 4 degrees above average for December 17th. And this is a week from today, Thursday, the 18th of December. And we note that strong shortwave south of Phoenix. And those can be pesky to deal with. And the consistency in this has been good. Now, we're still dry Thursday of next week, but as that thing lifts out, a major storm system is likely to impact the state around the beginning of that following weekend. This is Saturday, December 20th. The GFS depicting a surface low south of Memphis. That would be a good rain event. Probably no severe weather with a surface low that far south. But that could bring some heavy rain, and the consistency is very good out here. All global models, the timing, so looks like that weekend could get off to a wet start. Go to Christmas Day, hey, December 25th. Height's about average, and that just looks kind of cool and dry. Very uneventful. If this is right, and you know this is in the land of voodoo. This could easily change, but for now, looks nice and quiet. And the end of the forecast on the 27th. Pretty cold over the northeast, but looks pretty quiet here. This is the ensemble output for December 26th. And again, you can see there is evidence of troughing over the east and ridging over the west. And we'll see if we can kind of work out something to get it colder in here. And again, this is just way too early to be specific. But again, for now, we see no reason to think we'll have any winter storms, snow, anything like that. But just maybe it turns colder if this happens to verify. But coming off the ensemble, you can see temperatures just don't look that cold. And again, if you average all these numbers out, that's about where we should be for December, with highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s for the next 15 days. Arctic oscillation off the European stays positive, and the North Atlantic oscillation stays positive. And again, when those two are above that neutral line, typically it's pretty hard to get bitterly cold air down here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.